One family member believes the woman may have been influenced by a religious practice called Santa-Yeee.
Nope, it's fucking voodoo magic, man.
Alright, what's up, fools? Grand Marquise.
And the almighty Sir Sco.
And this is Hell Horror, where we talking about horror. We look at movies with a similar theme and chopping down the humor and sarcasm.
Simon Raza will be getting into some creepy shit, funny shit, and dumb shit. So get with the program, if not, get left behind.
So in the dust. But we want you to come out of the dust and join us, bro. For real.
Yeah. No, we ain't dogging, but
we need you.
Mm-hmm.
But big time disclaimer though, this show is explicit as fuck. And we spoil the fuck out of everything. Ain't no playing about it. Ain't no two ways. We spoil it.
That's right. If you don't like it, then I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
It's like queso podrido.
Yeah, man.
Spoiled or rotten.
You already know, though. It's in the description.
So check it out. We're going to be talking about that voodoo magic, man. Santa-Yeee, all that stuff. It just so happens to fit is that my sis had a Santero or Santera initiation up in the house. I was like, oh, that's not cool. We recording. We don't want no real creepy, scary shit happening in the house. She's like, nah, it's not even like that. And then all it was them getting drunk. I was like, all right.
Hey, shh. You're saying too much, man. The spirits might come and jack your ass.
That's true.
Fucking jump you at night.
My sister's got a little altar down there. Might get jacked.
Damn. It's
have some nightmares. I done fucked up.
Damn, man. She's going to get on you now. But in regards to this, do you have any stories that you want to share that's, I don't know, did you ever experience or ever came across, something being
Let me think about that.
But I do. If you want to go first.
Nope.
I do. I have one.
Oh,
I'm going to share
shit.
this really quick.
What's that?
So, I'm from San Francisco.
No way.
Mission District. That's right, buddy. Yeah, so my pops was he was your biker type of guy. He liked to get into trouble, like to fight, like to drink, like to do all that fucking gangster shit. And we had neighbors that were Brujos and shit. There was 3 of them. And I remember them because I used to see them all the time across the street. And I specifically remember them because they used to have Rottweilers. They used to have 2 Rottweilers. Big motherfuckers.
Hellhounds.
And I used to fucking run from these dogs. Like, it's funny because my sister will tell you. She's like, yeah, I remember you used to run down the fucking block up a tree because the fucking dogs were just chasing you. These motherfuckers were mean, man. I don't know if they're going to bite me or not, but at that time I was like 8 years old, so I was like, I ain't taking no motherfucking chances. So anyhow.
Choppers up ahead, dude. They coming at us, man. We in the trap studio over here, man.
Hey, man, put the shit away, man.
Put it away.
Hey, man, you got the steel. Go ahead and fucking stash that
up,
shit
man.
really quick, man.
Gets tooled up, man.
Anyhow, fucking interrupted over here. Fuck the ghetto birds. But yeah, so one day, I don't know what happened between my pops and them, and they got into some altercation. Not physical, just verbally, and pops pretty much said, fuck you, Brujas, you ain't shit. Go fuck yourself. And then at that time, he had a 67 Camaro, so he fucking just burned fucking donuts in front of their house, just burning fucking tire. Yeah, right? And then the following day, they came to the front of where we lived, and they were chanting something. I can't remember what it was, but they, it was a good half an hour. They were chanting just over and over and over, and then they threw, I think it was like black flowers or black calla leaves or something like that with crows. So they actually got like a dead crow, and he threw it in front of our house.
They fun in the backyard. They'd be like, this'll work.
Yeah,
don't freaking freak them out.
I don't know, but that shit was crazy. And then a month later, we were in this big ass car accident. Pops almost lost he broke hella ribs. My mom almost lost her leg, and I mean, it was a big fucking crash. So I don't know. I don't believe in it like that, but I don't know. You gotta be careful with some of these motherfuckers out here, man, because they might put that spell on you. Next thing you know, you're walking around like a fucking zombie. Walking like a motherfucking zombie. So anyhow, until to that, let's go ahead and jump into the show, Grand Marquise.
Simon.
What, you lost?
Yeah. I was like,
You got too into my story, man.
yeah, I was like, dude.
Never shared that with you
No,
before?
you did. When I was like, we were
Yeah.
kids, you told us. I was like,
Yeah,
nah, you're full of
fuck
shit.
you.
I used to call you out and say, you bullshitting fool.
Damn, fuck that fool.
So we getting into some curses, chickens, goats, zombies, and hella candles. Candles everywhere.
What's first in line?
So we find them all here. We've got 3 movies for y'all, as usual. Serpent and the Rainbow, The Believers, and Zombie Child. So we're going to start with The Believers, released in 1987. Wiki called it a Canadian-American crime thriller horror film.
Film.
What's with all that fucking jargon?
Thriller horror film.
It's just a horror movie. Let's move on. Fucking Canadians be funny like that, you know?
Yeah, it's all good, man. We gotta get love, man. They live up in the north.
Canadian. Directed by John Schlesinger. Wait, how's that say?
Schlesinger.
Made a bunch of top quality shit we're not going to get into. But the movie's based on a novel called The Religion by Nicholas Conde, C-O-N-D-E, whatever, look it up. And that book focuses on the differences between Santeria, white magic, and Brujeria, black magic. And then Siskel and Ebert, when they watched this shit, they just said, they call it Latin American voodoo. Uh-huh. But then Ebert was like turning it apart, like, man, fuck this movie. It's straight racist. I was like, what? Big old fat white dude going, this shit is racist. I was like, all right, man.
He's like, yeah, it was racist. That underlying racism. And
Yeah, he definitely was like, fuck this movie.
like, damn, all
I was
right.
like, all right, yeah.
You're trying to get those points, that's all.
So we got some standout actors on this one. For me, and we'll get into Latino X Spotlight because we've got a big one because this is obviously Santeria territory, Latino American or Latinx American. I don't know what you want to call it. But the standout actors there are,
Of course.
on the other side of that is Lieutenant McTaggart, played by Robert Loggia. If you don't know who this dude is, man, you got to look him up, man. This fool was like Tony Montana's rival in Miami. You know, that's the part where him and Manolo just walk into his spot and they go, we taking over, man.
That's when he tried to fucking beg for his life and fucking Montana just said,
Yeah.
fuck that. So that's who stood out to you?
Yeah. But what's funny about this dude is that the shoe was hilarious, man, because this dude was like just like that hardened like New York cop in the movie.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, Cal. Cal is the main hero. You know, you come check this out. And he doesn't like the dude because he's like a cop therapist, right? But then he's just like your typical, you know, hardened New York cop. He just makes like fucking generalizations about everything. When he talks about Santeria and Voodoo, well, the therapist, Cal, tries to correct him.
Yeah.
Because they go to a scene of crime. He's like, well, it's Santeria and Voodoo, whatever. He's like, whatever the fuck, just chickens and magic and shit like that, whatever. I was like, damn.
But what about the other thing when he told him, he's like, hey, man, he's like, you don't know until you live in the barrio. I was like, come on, man, this motherfucker, man, he down, though.
He was a straight Italian dude, just hardcore.
Man, he's talking about barrios and shit, even though I know that's a European thing, but
the boy Jimmy Smits, a.k.a. President Santos, a.k.a. Princess Leia's fake dad from Alderaan that gets blasted by the Death Star.
And he only takes fucking Leia and not Luke. That's fucked up, man. And he said, I don't want that boy. I don't want Luke Skywalker. I want Leia. I was like, damn, man, how you going to take one and not take the other?
He's like, nah, I just want to.
Yeah.
I ain't fucking around with the other kid.
Man. But yeah,
He's probably going to grow up to be a fucking weirdo. Fuck that kid.
He's probably going to wear black and fucking have some shit on his fucking voice.
Master Laser Master, or whatever he's going to call him.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Jimmy Smith.
Yeah, man, he plays Tom Lopez, a Puerto Rican cop.
Yep.
Who straight freaks out after finding at a crime scene when he finds a dead kid, you know, killed in ritual, and he's just like freaking out. He's like, fucking brujeria, and they're gonna come after me. Holy shit. I mean, he's freaking out, right? So they're like, all right, dude, you need to chill the fuck out. But eventually he gets cursed with like perestroika. Like paranoid, like fuck, like they're following me, man. And they're like, he's like, you know, ducking and hiding like Pookie from fucking New Jack City and shit. And then he gets culebras in the gut. Just a bad situation for the primo, man. I mean, but he did a real good job, man, looking like he was freaked out, bro.
Man. That was like one of his early films, huh?
Yeah, some of his early stuff, yeah, because he was doing all kinds of TV stuff and shit.
They do look like it, man. He played it right, too.
Yeah. Fun fact. Homie didn't speak Spanish until he moved to Puerto Rico when he was 10. That's crazy though. He was born in somewhere in New York, right? Obviously, and then he didn't grow up speaking Spanish not until he went to Puerto Rico, and then shit, and that's how he got the language and the accent down pretty good. And then also, this was a trip when I was reading up his situation back in '87. Him and his old lady, they were taken to court and got whatchamacallit, got a case for assault and battery on cops.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
They responded to his pad for like a noise disturbance, and all of a sudden his old lady was like making up some name, and then this shit got hot, and then they were just swinging him.
Damn,
know, right?
Homie's down.
Brown, down, and proud.
Yeah, man. He putting it down for the fucking
Oh shit.
for the raza.
I mean, that's what Wiki told me. That could be bullshit
Wiki.
too. So who knows? But orale, dude. Now the main metal, Martin Sheen.
Martin Sheen, man.
That dude, aka the soldier dude in Apocalypse Now, aka President Bartlett from that one show, West Wing. It ain't horror, but whatever. But he plays Cal, the main character. He plays him solid, dude. He was like a father, a widower, and then a fucking straight player.
Mm-hmm.
He
Hell yeah.
hooks up with the neighbor right after his wife died.
Like in fucking not even days, hours.
Spent no time. He's like, dude,
Yeah.
I got needs. I gotta move.
Like after 9 months, man. Damn.
Cold,
man.
calculating.
Fucking straight up player
Swear to
status.
God. But Martin Sheen, though, he always looks old, man. But he's got a
Interesting story.
interesting story. So this is a
Background.
fun fact. Martin Sheen's true name is Ramon Antonio Gerardo Esteves. So his pops is Spanish, from Spain, Spaniard. But he took on the name of Martin Sheen because America was like, oh, let's got this application for a new apartment or a new job. Who's this fucking Ramon fucking Esteves? We ain't trying to do with no Latinos or Hispanics or
That's a true Hispanic right there.
yeah. So he's like, fuck.
But he didn't reside in Mexico. I read something about him they would be in Mexico.
Huh.
Yeah.
I
Anyhow,
forgot. Anywho,
doesn't matter.
point is that motherfucker had to change his name.
Yeah.
He picked Martin Sheen because Martin is like the last name of some director or some film
Some
guy,
bullshit,
and
some-
Sheen is the name of some evangelic. Well, Martin's hella religious and whatever in real life. But anyway, but he gave all his kids Latinx names, man. He had Rene Pilar. He's got Carlos, which is Charlie Sheen, crazy ass tiger blood drinking Charlie Sheen. His real name is Carlos.
Oh, really? Carlos. I didn't know that one.
Yeah, and then Emilio Esteves,
Emilio
and he
Estevez.
kept his name.
Yeah.
And then there was another dude, Ramon, that doesn't make movies. The trip.
Ramon's alone in the corner.
Sitting in the four-corner bathroom, taking a doo-doo. Shout out to Dre Dog, man.
Andrew Nicotina, boy.
So what's this movie about, Marquise?
Yeah, Marquise.
Been to tell you, homie.
Damn.
It's about rich white couples and one Asian couple, maybe Panamanian or whatever, I don't know. But they sacrifice their children for power.
Power.
The main hero is a cop therapist. And then he was widowed after his wife. He gets a fucking shock treatment to the dome. And then she's done. She's history.
Oh, the wife?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That shit,
We're going to get into it later. Watch,
yeah,
guys.
Yeah.
So he and his kid moved to New York, started a new life. I don't know where they were at. But then he ends up hooking up with a neighbor across the street who actually is the one that, got him the place. And then there's charms, incantations, a creeper with white eyes, some African voodoo dude, bunch of dead kids and the dead chickens and shit. Eventually, Cal gets mad at the maid. She's a santera and she's trying to protect them with some, in Santa-Yeee, what they do is, I forget the name of the spirits, but they, she tries to do some protective, I won't call it spells, but rituals.
Yeah, it is. It's like a spell to
Ward off bad spirits.
Yeah, bad spirits. Yeah.
But in any case, he ends up being mad at her because he's like, what the fuck is this shit? Peace out. And throws her out of the fucking house, literally.
But before smashing her shit, man.
smashed-
That's fucked up. I was like, that's cold, man. You had to do that. Yeah, no, he chucked that shit, man. That shit broke into pieces. It's like, dude, come on. You just hand this shit over to her and say, like, peacefully, like how güeritos do and shit.
I'm sorry, you're fired.
Can you please exit our home? Your services are no longer needed.
You're fired.
But then the crazy shit is that his in-laws that adopted this creepy African voodoo adult son, Paulo, he's the bad voodoo daddy, and they drug Cal and almost trick him into sacrificing his own bratty ass kid. But then he breaks free, goes Rambo on everybody. They're in the middle of a fucking warehouse or something, and then they win the day, and the good old doctor doesn't do any time for killing these folks and moves to a ranch in the middle of nowhere with the new wifey. Prego. Sounds pretty good for this Cal. He was like, all right, I got no mental problems from killing people and killing my fucking in-law. Dude.
Fucking crazy, man.
What do you rate it? Well, how would you rate this movie?
Estaba trepiado, man. I mean, it's tripped out star. It's kind of crazy. I mean, it's not too bad.
It was fun, though. I had a good time.
It was okay. It was okay for its
time. I give it a 5. Ay, cabrón, I didn't know that stars. Basically, what that means is that they even try to tell you, nah, man, that shit you see on the movies, that black magic, that's not Santa-Yeee, man. That's not Santa-Yeee. Yeah. And so it's kind of cool to kind of them trying to say, hey, it's not what you think it is. But then they also fuck up on a bunch of other shit. So
yeah,
they kind of backstep on that one. Dope. Serpent in the Rainbow, the next film, released in 1988. Back in the day, yo.
By who?
By who? I don't know. I don't know who released that. I forget.
No. Who made it?
Directed by El Mero, Wes Craven.
Wes Craven, man.
Who brought the world the one and only Freddy motherfucking Krueger, a.k.a. the OG pizza face.
Crater face.
He's gonna fuck you up in your nightmares, bro.
Fuck that, man. I got my chanclas ready. Yeah, man, I'm gonna slap him, man. Fucking back slap him and front slap him and sideways and everything I can with that chancla. Yeah. I mean, I can't leave an imprint because, his shit's all fucked up, so. Like back in the day when fools used to get stomped on, a fucking Nike sign would be on their cheek. That shit would be funny, man. It's like motherfuckers be it would happen, man. Yeah, I don't know, folks out there, if you guys don't remember that shit back in the day. Motherfuckers get jumped and shit, man. The next day, the homie be coming to fucking school and his shit, like the fucking imprint of Nike and shit. Like, damn, dog, that's fucked up, homie.
You got the swoosh on your face.
It's like, dude, man, you should cover that face, man. How you fucking leave that shit exposed like that?
Stay home. Call in sick.
I know, man. Anyhow, but Serpent and the Rainbow.
Based on the nonfiction book called Serpent and the Rainbow, same name, by a dude named Wade Davis. So, check this out. So the book goes into detail about voodoo and zombification, and specifically in this case about this guy that was zombified and lived for like 2 years or whatever. His name was, it's a French name. Well, it's Haitian. Clairvirus Narcisse. Clairvirus? I don't know. We're just going to call him Narcisse.
¿Qué dijo? ¿Cómo se llama?
We're going to call him the zombie homeboy.
The zombie homeboy.
He's the zombie homeboy. He's going to show up later on in some of these other movies. But anyways, because this is nonfiction, so it was like a study, because he actually went to Haiti and found a zombie powder or whatever. But they called him bullshit on him. They were like, man, false. You full of shit, cuz. You full of shit. Yep. Get the fuck out of here. Yep. But fun fact. So the movie hints at something. I'm about to get scientific on you all. Dropping knowledge. But the book goes into detail of the main ingredient for the zombie powder. Tetrodotoxin. Wait, I don't know, man. Not to be confused with trioxin from Return of the Living Dead, the zombie movie about brain eating. It's not the same thing, folks.
Nope.
So tetro, that's what I'm going to call it because it's short, is a neurotoxin found in blowfish and nerd shit, and more nerd shit. Scientists that actually studied the powder were like, man, this shit is saffron, bro.
Saffron, like the rice? Saffron?
The
spice saffron? There's some saffron shit out there.
It's like, man, they're like, this Coke is bunk. Get out of here, man.
No, why is it yellow? It's saffron.
Get the fuck out of here. That's what they told him. But anyways, so this movie takes place in Haiti in the 80s. And the block was hot back then, man, when death squads were really pissed off at Baby Doc Duvalier, then president of Haiti, eventually gets exiled. So while they were filming the movie, the government was like, yo, man, shit's kind of hot. You guys better buggy out, or we can't protect you, whatever happens to you. So I ended up filming like most of it in the DR, Dominican Republic, because it's right next on the same island.
Same thing.
So they're attached. So most of the time they filmed it there, where the other dictator was at, Trujillo. Like, that dude's another piece of shit.
Yeah, that's well, on this side of the world especially.
Yep. So standout actors for me, I'm gonna say Bill Pullman. He's the main actor. He gets to play the hero, Dennis Allen. He likes to trip balls and shit. I mean, like tripping, where he's like, holy shit, I'm seeing spirit animals, a fucking jaguar. I don't know how this fucking white dude ends up with the most powerful spirit animal in the Aztec indigenous religion. Yeah, with the peoples, man, the Mexicas. It's crazy.
The whole fucking Nahuatl world, right? The whole Anahuac, man. I mean, that's it's shitty, man. I gotta say something about that, because it's not about him being white. It's just it wouldn't happen that way, and then the way they told it is not the way how it's done. I mean, I'm not no expert, but I didn't like that part. That was one of the parts I didn't like. So no, you guys could have done that. In fact, give him that fucking eagle, the bald eagle, right? Give him some shit like that. What's another bobcat? A fucking bobcat.
Give him a fucking gallo, bro.
Give him some shit, rooster. Man. You gonna put a jaguar, man? Come on, man. But anyhow.
So yeah, he takes over a symbol that, yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this dude, but he does a good job. He definitely plays it up as a dude that likes to exploit indigenous religious practices, steals the herbs and stuff, and then at one point, he does a good job. All of a sudden he starts acting morally challenged when presented with money and some booty, and he's just like, I don't know, I guess I'll do it.
Yep. Get caught up in that web.
But then the next actor is I don't know how to say his name, honestly, folks. It's Zakes Mokae.
That sounds right.
He's a South African dude. So he plays Captain D'Argent Petro. The creepy voodoo witch, or Bokor as they refer to it in the movie, and I didn't realize that. I'm learning new shit as I'm watching this, folks. So you guys are going like, Grand Marquise, I didn't know that. Me neither, bro. And now you know. Drop your knowledge.
Nerd shit. That's what all is.
Simone. Science. And so Zakes was in a lot of these movies, man. He did a lot of cool ass movies, but damn, man, he was scary looking, man. I mean, if you caught this fool staring at you like you're chilling at the bar, just hanging out by yourself, and all of a sudden he's just looking at you like with the creepy eyes, the look that this dude has. He's an older dude, he's a little short, stubby guy. You'd be like, I'm creeped out. Like, you know what? This beard's done, and I'll put my beard down. I'd go home, take a shower, just to wash away the creepiness, man, and then watch cartoons all day and eat cereal.
Especially when he smiles, he got that fucking gold tooth and shit.
He just pokes out a fucking teeth.
He's like, it's like, dude, stop looking at me, man. You know me?
All right, we're going off the rails. All right. So what was I saying? So anyways, fun fact. So in the movie, he leads the character, the Bokor. We just call him the Bokor. He leads the Tonton Makut. Hoping I'm saying that right. If not, you Frenchies better let me know.
This dude right here speaking in languages. Yeah, go ahead, come on, Grand Marquis.
But the thing about it, the Tomaku in true life, they were like the death squad Gestapo for the dictator Baby Doc Duvalier, who was the son of Papa Doc Duvalier. They both sucked ass, big time. They fucking suck.
¿Qué dijo?
But America liked Baby Doc. And then eventually they stopped liking them, and they were like, "You on your own, homie." America. That's how they do. We like dictators for a hot second, but after a while, you start getting acting out of pocket. Then you're like, okay.
It's like, we don't know that fool. You be practicing voodoo, and it's all bad after that.
It's all bad. But in any case, so what's this about?
What's it about, Grand Marquis?
White dude trying to save the world and do psychedelic drugs at the same damn time. End of story. Nah. So Dennis, the main character, gets high with indigenous people, like I said, and then he steals and and takes from indigenous people, and then he sells it to Big Pharma, his company Biocore. And then they were like, at one point in the movie, then they're in the office and they were like, "Bruh, there's a zombie, Clairvius Narcisse in Haiti, fucking zombie homie. Find out what made him that way. Time to get paid." And he was like, okay. So then he goes down, bangs his contact, some really pretty looking doctor in Haiti. You know, the usual what they do in these fucking movies.
Exploitation.
Exactly. And then the Bokor fucking gets him and then puts a nail through his nuts, tells him to get the fuck out of Dodge. And then they put him on a plane eventually and they said, peace out. But the poontang was too good. And in the middle of a dinner, his boss's wife starts freaking out. And then he's like, nah, I got to go back. And then he goes back. His animal spirit, the leopard, jumps out and protects him in the final fight when he's fighting the fucking Bokor.
It's false.
And then eventually in his mind, Dennis fucking defeats Bokor and then sends a nail through his dick and then goes straight to hell. And all this shit's happening in his mind and spirit and
But it was fucking
colors.
stupid. The last part when he did that, he had the he's attacking the homeboy and the jaguar comes. So yeah, if you remember that fucking big old jaguar was behind him, some type of cloud or I was like, no, stop. Use the lion or the cheetah.
Yeah. So basically what had happened in the last fight is, you know, there's all these souls that were trapped by the Bokor in these little jars. So in their fight, all that shit gets knocked down. And then all of a sudden, that's when the jaguar comes out. And the other spirits take him to hell. But he's not really in hell. And he comes back in the mind of the dude. It's just like, what the fuck?
Hot potch of a mess in the last part.
But anyways, what'd you rate it as, bro? What do you think?
Damn, man, I got to rate it as Güero está pesado, man. That means down white boy star, man. That motherfucker was taking those hits.
Yeah,
especially his nuts.
Yeah, man. Actually, as crazy the movie was, I liked it. And so I give it a 5. Holy shit, demonios estrellas. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty nutty, but it was enjoyable at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, it was just kind of like,
well, it's a Wes Craven movie, right?
Yeah.
You kind of see it. You see it in its early ages. I don't know how long the motherfucker's been around, but.
Well, back in 88, I don't know if he had already done. Yeah, he had already done Nightmare on Elm Street. So he was already, doing the horror shit. So the next one.
Oh, shit.
We went international, folks.
Mamadas.
We went international. This was Zombie Child. That's the name of the movie, released in 2019. It was, and the reason why we came across it was like, what other Santa-Yeee Voodoo themed movies are out there, right? There was a whole bunch of different ones. I was like, I was like, let me try a new one. So we did Zombie Child, and they called it a horror because I went under horror. Shit ain't no horror, man. Shit was fucking horror bull.
Yeah, it was like the other fucking movie, Black Christmas. Anyhow.
So this is a French film directed by Bertrand Bonello. He's a veteran of the craft, dude. He's made a lot of French films, right? So I've never seen them, so I'm gonna leave it at that. What inspired the movie is that it's based on our boy, the zombie, Clairvius Nar fucking Cease, Fuck that up, guys. Fuck it. I'm keeping it.
I don't know, motherfucker's narcissist. That's all.
Point is, the movie's about Haitian voodoo, essentially. And some girl trying to get over her fake boyfriend. So Rotten Tomatoes gave it an 86% based on 83 views. That's pretty high. I don't know. I was bored the whole time. Felt like a lecture the whole time I was watching that shit. I thought I was at school, bro.
Yeah. There's a lot of dialogue on there, but I mean, it did have a.
But fucking internet categorized it as horror/drama. Nope, drama. It was nothing but drama.
That's what it was. Trauma to my fucking eyes.
So the standout actors, honestly, they were all kind of the same, just monotone and just like, they all did a decent job. But for me, the auntie, the character Mambo Katie, Mambo actually means kind of like a witch doctor or a priest. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Mambo. So her name was Mambo Katie.
Do the mambo.
She was played by Katiana Milford. Katiana Milford. I don't know.
Hey, people, you like it how he be pronouncing this shit, right, man? Yeah, you got to give credit, man. He's trying, but hey, we're trying to keep it legit.
So, she does a good job. She performs the ritual at the end of the movie, and she goes through the whole motions. It seemed pretty cool, and we'll get into why she does it and how they get into that. But it was pretty cool. I like the look. But I don't know. Did you like anybody else that really stood out for you?
Not really, because it was really just those what is it, 5 characters, and everyone else was kind of like whatever, in and out. I mean, I guess if any, the main character, the zombie child,
Melissa.
Melissa, she has nice. I could see model features on her face. You know, kind of stood out. I mean, but otherwise than that, it was like whatever.
Yeah, you could tell she was depressed.
Yeah, she has that look.
So the movie is about the main character, Melissa, who moves to France after her parents die in the 2010 earthquake in Haiti, which is a fucking devastating situation. I remember seeing that shit. It was bad news. But she ends up going to boring ass school, and the whole time it just takes place in this boring ass school.
Well, it was a school for like Napoleon put it together, right? It's supposed to be.
Yeah, it was like a boarding school, historical.
Yeah, and then your parents needed to hold, what is it, the Medal Honor or some shit like that.
Oh, Legion of Honor.
Legion of Honor. So that's the only way how you could join that.
Yeah,
that school, and it was supposed to be like some traditional bullshit, and you know, Europe,
top notch.
Europe always be making up shit.
So then there's this white girl, Fanny, who ends up befriending her, and this chick, she's obsessed with her fake ass boyfriend named Pedro. Looks like some dude from a boy band. What the fuck? Wants to include Melissa and her clique with her other friends at school, and she's like, yeah, she's a little weird, but she's cool. And that they kept talking about her being weird, and it could be really cool for her group, and then bump up their fucking coolness factor or whatever. It was just like dumb. I was like, really?
School.
We have to get into this shit.
High school shit.
So then eventually Melissa joins the clique, and yeah, she's weird. She fucking growls while she takes a shit at night. It's weird. She's like, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Spooks out one of her friends. But anyways, so they hang out and they fucking stand in a circle, put on makeup, and fucking recite a rap song.
Do girl shit. Hey, sorry, my bad. I mean, I like that. You guys know, you guys get together and you chat and you dance and then you do all that fucking girly shit. But no disrespect. But the music was cool. I like the music. Yeah, hip hop, the rap or whatever genre it is. Hip hop. Yeah. Well, French hip hop. You know, nowadays everything has a subcategory to whatever it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool.
So yeah, and then the same white girl, Fanny, ends up breaking up with her fake ass boyfriend through fucking letters or texts. I don't know what the fuck. It's just weird.
That was weird.
So then she goes and this is towards the end of the movie when they introduce Mambo Katie. She doesn't get introduced to the third act out of nowhere, and you're like, what the fuck's going on? But she goes to her because she finds out Melissa's family was involved in voodoo, right? Haitian voodoo. And then she goes, pay you anything to make me forget. No, she tells her, I want his soul inside of me.
I see. I fucking tuned out by then.
Yeah, it was a good thing you did, because it was just like, what the fuck? And then first, Katie, she was like, no, I'm not going to do it. And then she's like, $500? Or no, first she goes, I'll give you a G. I'll give you a straight rack. She was like, okay, I'll fucking do it. And then they do the whole fucking ritual, and Melissa gets fucking possessed and then goes back to the school, goes in a bunk bed that looks like they're in a county jail, all the girls, and then goes to sleep. And then all of a sudden, and then there's this whole backstory that's not even worth talking about. It's like it takes place in like back in the day Haiti, in the 60s or 70s. Well,
it does, right, in a way.
In a way, but it's pointless. It's like you really don't need it. And then eventually, the fucking there's a zombie character that's based off Narcisse, who ends up reuniting with his wife. You're like, what? And that's the ending. What
about the other dude, man? The fucking, what's his name? The one he said about the one that kills the ant. What was his name? The one with the top hat.
Oh, he was the evil spirit. He's the bad spirit. Shit, yeah, he's the one that possesses Fanny. I don't know. I totally forgot the dude's name. Yeah,
but the motherfucker was gnarly though. Yeah, man.
He's a well-known spirit, right? And a bad spirit, bad juju. Does he kill the ant?
Yeah, because he's all like, "Why you bring her to me?" And their fucking accent. I don't know how to do the accent. Do the accent, man.
I don't know.
But anyhow, he keeps saying, "Why'd you bring?" Or no, what gift you brought me? What gift you brought me?
Yeah, it was just kind of weird. She's like, chugging, because one thing is that as we were preparing for this, we did a little bit of research, folks. So it wasn't all blind. Did we retain it? I don't know.
You know,
But-
it's not about nerd shit.
So then, but the thing is that when these people are possessed, whether the mambos or other practitioners or whatever, is that when they say they're possessed, the spirit goes in them, and some spirits like to smoke, some like to drink. Like there was one interview, one lady, she said that when I'm possessed, I don't know what it feels like. I don't know what's happening, but the spirit that possesses me likes to drink, and he'll drink a whole bottle of rum while he's with me. And after he's out of my body, I don't smell like rum and I don't feel the effects. I don't know about that.
Okay.
But that's what she said, though.
I want some
You know
of
what I'm
that.
saying? I'm not going to mess around with that and, try to say bullshit, false. I ain't going to say none of that. But essentially, this is kind of what happens in this.
Why you gotta bring it up, man? Now you got me tripping over here, man. Like, hey, homie, what? Don't play around, man. Why? Because El Cucuy might come and get your ass.
The Kukui likes blow. You're like, no. You end up on top of the Empire State Building. How'd you get in New York? I don't know, man.
I don't know, man.
I just ran over here. I didn't stop. I was like fucking Forrest Gump and shit.
Oh, shit. Got me fucked up, man.
That's wild. But the movie, whatever. And that's what it was. So my rating, you heard my critique was they get one, a single "Que pasó? I fell asleep" star.
Damn, Charlie, you fucking did them wrong, but it
Hell
is that way,
exposition.
man.
I'm cool.
Did the same thing. I said, "Get chingados." I don't want to talk about this shit, but I kind of do, in a little way.
Star.
Estrella.
It's a thin line
between love and hate.
So, what were your favorite murders, man? Let's start with the believers. This is where we get juicy, folks. The believers.
The believers. Go ahead and start on this one, Grandma.
Oh, dude, it's the opening scene, man. When the mama bear gets fucking electrocuted.
Electrified.
It's crazy because the kid watches his mom get electrocuted, and Cal shows up going, "Holy shit!" And she's getting fucking electrocuted. It's like, fucking seizure standing up
on the wall and shit.
The wall.
Man.
She's stuck. Finger on Mr. Coffee. Watches. And then he's like, "Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Oh my God." And the kid's like, Mom. I mean, it was
It was crazy, man. She got toes in the milk, finger on the coffee, and then they showed a little cross on her. And I'm guessing that was a conductor, right?
Yeah, and it was just burning on her. Yeah, because Mr. Coffee was also like,
he said, fuck that.
This. I ain't your slave no
Fuck
more.
that.
Went straight maximum overdrive on her, dude. Just like sparking. And she's like, what? She drops her milk, stepping in milk, touches that thing, and then.
And she was fucking actually jiggling. No, not jiggling. What's the other word? When
Harlem Shuffle and shit.
She's like, yeah, she's got zapped. She was being zapped.
Yeah, it was pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
But my other favorite one is from our boy, Smith, Officer Tom. Senor Culebras.
Oh, yeah, when he gets fucking, when he just fucking stabs himself.
Yeah, because he's freaking out.
That was crazy, man.
Yeah, that scene was pretty intense, man. I was like, wow.
Because he's all fucking sweating. He's sitting at the
diner,
and he's asking dudes, "Oh, do you have a pen? Do you have a pen?" And he's like, "Why? Why do you want a pen for?" And then it was kind of weird, right? Because the dude was cutting like the chef or whatever he was, the cook.
Yeah,
the cook. He's all cutting some carrots or something like that, and homeboy Jimmy just keep looking at that shit, like, man, like I'm about to do something. Next thing you know, man, he fucking grabs handle of that shank and he just starts going in on himself, man, like he was in fucking the joint.
Yeah, and the whole time he's like yelling, "Culebras, culebras,
crazy.
culebras." I mean, it was intense. I was like, yo, and then he just stabs himself. And then the fucked up thing is that later on, McTaggart, brings fucking Cal. He was like, "Hey, man, you got to check this out. It's just wild." And he was, "What?" And then all of a sudden they had pulled snakes out of his stomach.
It's crazy, man.
And he's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "Yeah, man." And then he's like, "You gotta stop this." And then that motherfucker gets cursed. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. The same thing for me, man. It's like that was the kills that popped out of the fucking movie, man.
What about Serpent in the Rainbow, man? What about that one?
Damn, man. They actually had good kills. I mean, one of them was when that black Santero, the good guy, the one who's trying to help. I can't remember his name, man.
Oh, the
one from Predator and
yeah.
or Terminator. And,
yeah, the big guy, the big black dude.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I can't remember his name, man.
We fucked up, guys.
No, man. All you gotta do. This is what you gotta do. Go fucking watch Terminator 1, and it's the cop that hides what's her name?
Sarah Connor.
Yeah, Sarah Connor.
Then he gets blasted by the Terminator.
Yeah. But anyhow, so this dude, man, he gets his fucking head just pulled apart. The bad guy or the fucking juju guy or whatever the fuck he is, fucked him up, man. Just ripped that shit apart, man. That shit look hella mangy.
Yeah, he got done dirty, because he was helping Dennis out. He was like his contact. He's like, we're gonna do some protection on you, but it ain't gonna last, dude, because this ain't no joke. Oh yeah, so the actor's name is Paul Winfield.
Okay,
he played Lucien Celine. So Celine was like the other big I don't want to call him witch doctor, but
no. So he was like the opposite.
Yeah,
right?
he was the opposite.
He was the light, I guess, versus the dark.
Yeah, versus the Bokor. Yeah. It was pretty messed up.
What about you, man?
Dude, it was the death of Dennis's penis.
Oh yeah.
So check it out. So there's a scene where where the captain, the Bokor captures Dennis, and then like I said, guys, he gets a nail through the dick, and then he sends him packing, and then he goes, "This is a warning. You need to go home.
Yeah.
Don't ever come back." That's a terrible accent, but that's pretty much what happened, right? But was the funny thing is Dennis, man, this motherfucker got balls. It's fucking no pun intended, bro. Pun intended. So this dude, he had the audacity to play it off, like they fucking dropped him off in front of his girl's house, and he's fucking his chonies all covered in blood, and she's like, and then so they help him out, and then. At one point, he slips and falls, and he's like, "Oh," and she's like, "Are you okay?" And he goes, "Nah, babe, it's all right. The captain just got me through the scrotum." Nigga, why you lying? Fool, why you lying?
You know that shit hurt.
You know that shit hurt. You know that they straight fucking got you right through the little penis head. You didn't have no more babies.
Circumcised.
It's a good thing you already hit that, because that's it. It's done.
You shit probably end up crooked and shit, man. But abused.
We know the true Dennis. You done dizzle.
Damn.
Done dizzle.
Fuck that fool.
So zombie child.
Zombie child. Well, for that one, there's no fucking kills in that movie. No kind of fucking kills.
Ranker status.
So fuck that movie. No chill. Fucking rankers. That's what I
ranker
give
status. Straight up.
What the fuck is that?
This is a part we talk about what the fuck did we just encounter, the
Witnessed.
scenes. But what the fuck were these scenes? And the believers, for me, the part that I was like, come on, what the fuck was that? Was the fucking ending, bro. So Cal's homie, right at the end. So again, at the end of the movie, the climax, they're in that warehouse, construction warehouse. I don't know what it is. Cal is being him, he's drugged, and they're trying to get him to kill his kid. And so the one thing that gets him out of that trance was Cal's homie, porno stash wearing lawyer, shows up.
Oh yeah.
Guy looks sleazy as fuck, but he turned out to be the good guy. I was like, oh shit. I thought he was gonna be fucking straight trash, but nope, he's his homie. And then he gets him out of the trance, and then eventually the big bad voodoo daddy, the black dude, comes at him. It ends up killing him, but right before he does, fucking porno man just whoosh, fire to the face.
He does a magic trick because he's all into magic and shit, man. I was like,
so he does a burning magic trick to the face.
Houdini.
Make him look like he got pizza face. That's what we're going to call him from now on. Big Bad Voodoo Daddy is now AKA Pizza Face.
Yeah, the one with the white eyes and shit.
Yeah. He's white-eyed, and then he's blinded by the situation. I don't know how it happens, but eventually he ends up getting to Cal blind, and pizza face burning and shit, and is about to punch his ticket, his afterlife ticket, and all of a sudden they're high up at this point, and then Cal's son is across the way, on another ledge.
It's like a factory or type of thing.
Yeah,
like a
they're super high up. So he's
facility.
So he calls out to him. I don't know what he says. Hey, come and get me. And the dude's like a creeper status. All of a sudden, like, oh, kids calling me. Kids. Looking weird. So he turns and he just starts walking towards him, blind as hell. Like, how are you able to chase down Cal, but you can all of a sudden have like the presence of mind to go walking after this kid, and he just steps off the ledge like it's a cartoon, hella fake. He goes flying down, and he just fucking impaled on some like rebar, just dead as hell. I'm like, come on, man. That shit was like a cartoon, man.
Yeah, I know.
That's hella dumb.
That was kind of sorry. That was some shit that you see between the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote.
Seriously.
It's like, come on, man.
It's like, come on. You should have been like, whoa. You got me, little kid. You're about to make me fall down. Fuck that. Come on, man. You would have thrown that knife right at him. He was trying to stab him with his ritual dagger. It was
he could have just called some fucking spirit or some shit like, hey, man, go get that little motherfucker.
Yeah,
bring him over here, man.
Straight faulty, man. Like, really, bro? Come on now.
Yeah.
What about Zombie Child, though?
I mean, the whole movie was like, what the fuck? Following by the slap to the face, feeling like I just got my time gaffled. Like, fuck.
Yeah, just again, it's the whole thing about Fanny and the fake letters to her fake boyfriend, fucking Pedro. Yeah, at one point, she's, because she narrates the letters that she sends to this dude's Pedro, this fucking boy band leader.
Some fucking, what is it, the Hanson and what was that group called? The Hanson Brothers or some shit like that? He looked like he belonged in some shit like that.
Jonas Brothers.
Jonas Brothers. Hey, Jonas Brothers.
Hanson Brothers. Same difference. This dude had no shirt and he had like a fucking perm.
Yeah, he was fucking frolicking through the forest and shit, man.
But in any case, at one point, she narrates these letters and it's just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And she starts just saying in one of her letters that, oh, by the way, and there's this girl that she's been crushing on, some basketball player.
Oh, right. Yeah, what happened to her?
I don't know what the hell the thing was about.
Okay.
But she crushes on her, and then she's like, oh, by the way, some girl tried to walk up to me and make out with me. And I said, no way.
Because I'm faithful.
I really miss you, Pedro. It was just like, okay.
I'm faithful.
I thought that was going to go somewhere, and it's just like, no, then, Pedro breaks up with her, and then she wants her.
Yeah. Like,
the spirit inside her. I was like, what? Huh? Get out of here.
I mean, I guess they had a life planned afterwards, but whatever. Nobody gives a fuck at this point.
For real, man.
Okay, so which curse did you think was fucked up the most?
Ooh, there was a lot of curses in these movies, yo. A lot of curses. I'm gonna say, man, immobility. Cause fucking McTaggart, though, he gets, after he's kind of like, yo, Cal, this shit's hot. Don't talk about it. I don't want to know more about it. He ends up getting cursed. And he gets cursed to the point where he can't move because they're like, oh, we haven't seen him. So he goes to his house and he's living in filth. Like, he's just stuck on the chair. And apparently he shoots everything that annoys him, like the TV, the radio, the door.
But you still eat.
But he can eat pizza. But eventually he's like, by the end of it, he can barely move. The most he can move is just his hands. And he ends up shooting himself because he's like, he's done deal.
Yeah.
Shitting his pants the whole time.
That's how it goes, man.
Should have had the Depends ready.
Well, shit, man. For me, damn. Got fucking wasted. Oh, man. Well, for me, it was, Zombie Child, because it's fucked up, man. You get, not only you get poison or whatever it is, that concoction that or powder they use.
Yeah.
And you get turned into a zombie, but first they bury your ass, right? And then so you go through that whole fucking emotional fucking roller coaster. Then they dig your ass up, and then they put you to work, man. So you become a zombie slave. Like, everything is you still know what's going on. You're still realizing that, I mean, I guess to a certain point, right, where you can't remember all your memory.
Yeah.
But you do remember some shit, like the functioning stuff. And obviously, if the dude kept, because the main character, I can't remember his name, the one who got fucking, the one who ends up being the grandfather or whatever.
Yeah, whatever the fuck.
So he knows what's going on. But so it's a group of zombies that they've done this to, like people they've done to turn them into zombies. And so they just work. So they're pretty much like work the fields, and then they eat, but they only feed them
porridge,
no meat
and water,
no meat. But the minute that they eat meat,
they get their memories back.
They get
more humanistic. It's weird.
So that one for me, it's like more realistic. Like that
true.
shit could happen, right?
That's true.
But yeah, that's kind of like got me thinking. Like, damn, man, that could be some shit that I could believe it more than the other two. But can you imagine that if you never snap out of that shit and you're tired, you know what's going on, but they're fucking making you work and you don't sleep, right? You're just a zombie all day long, every day.
Freaking Charlie Holmes.
Yeah,
Fuck all
man.
that.
Yeah, that's fucked up. But
Yeah, so
that's fucked up. That's one that.
that's shit. That's a fuck curse.
Yeah,
Fuck
because it's believable, man. And then the thing about it is like they're working, and they're still able to fucking like they were using machetes, right?
Yeah.
And they wouldn't turn on the masters or whatever they were, the fucking
the slave drivers.
Yeah, slave drivers, man. So yeah,
and they're just
you think twice.
And the slave drivers aren't like what you think, like some old white dude with the whip. Nah, it's like it's Haitians. Soneos, yeah. And they're the ones like, hey man, this is cheap labor. Fuck it.
Can you imagine if that shit? Oh, that's actually kind of based on something true.
Yeah. Well, it's all based. A lot of it,
The
like
movie.
always, these movies are based on that dude, that Clairview's Narcisse.
Yeah, that's
because
right.
supposedly that's something that happened to him.
Yeah, okay.
Supposedly, but anyways, but yeah, man, that shit was crazy. So tattoo time, folks. If you guys been listening, you know what tattoo time is out. We're here in the tattoo shop. And this is where we get creative. We're going freehand on this bad boy.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you this question, Sir Sco. You going first.
Shit.
If you had to invent a curse, what would it be and how would it work?
Well, it would have to be something where it would be mental, right? Like if it's gonna affect someone, it's gonna affect them in the sense that the individual will pretty much, it will start eating his brain.
Shit.
Slowly, right? The stuff will start seeping in through the veins as it goes into the brains. And so it starts to dissolve his brain. Eventually, like he or she is acting, they're acting.
Non-binary.
Damn. But they're moving along, and day by day, they should start losing, either mobility or how to speak, but there's no trace of it. It just fucking ends up where you end up having a balloon brain where there's no thinking past your conscious. Kind of like a zombie, but you're still, you look normal and you speak normal, you do everything, but you've lost the way how to present yourself or who you are, your identity. You lose you lose all that.
So you lose your personality.
So you become like this, almost like a lost
like
soul.
You're lobotomized. Like you put a fucking spike to the brain.
Pretty much, man. But you're still kind of like doing things. You're still a human.
Yeah.
You're still eating. You're still all that. But you don't get to enjoy none of that shit until that day comes where your brain just pops. Es todo.
All right. This is the way I'd mess some dude up, or female, or they, or non-binary, or anything else under the sun.
Okay.
It'd be every time you sit down, you shit your pants.
Damn.
So you never want to sit down. You're always standing. And whoever it is, they're going to be like, fuck, I want to sit down. Even if you lay down, you shit your pants. You just, and it's like diarrhea just keeps coming. You're like, fuck, until you have to get up.
It actually exists.
Yeah. And then you end up, the only way you can sleep is that you strap your arms to like a dip machine, like a dip station.
Damn.
You just strap your arms over there hella tight and you just hang there and fucking like James Earl Jones in that shitty ass Coming to America Part 2.
So what, man? Fucking tacos or something? Burritos you feed him and shit like that? He has the fucking runs?
Dude, it's going to be like, I'll just put the curse in like some hot sauce. Well, I don't know. Not everyone can handle hot sauce, but it'll be like,
fucking on top of that, burn his little ass or her, non-binary.
Ass. And just like, and then they're screwed. And then the doctor's be like, I don't know what to do. We're going to sew your butt up. And then put another hole. And you just shit out of a bag.
Damn.
And then you're screwed. Then that's it. That's your whole life. You're shitting in the bag.
Hey, man, I did have a homie, though, that got blasted on his fucking
I know,
stomach.
I've heard of I know people like
then
that.
they fucking put a bag in there. And so whenever he ate, the food would go there. Damn, that's fucked up, man. You're cruel, man. You got a cruel mind.
That's horrific.
But I guess that's our pitch to that.
Time for them last words, Sir Scopes.
Shit, man, it's about that time. Yes, it is, folks. We've reached the end of the line. People, you gotta find us on IG, TikTok at Hello Horror Podcast, and our Twitter. Our handle is at Hello Horror Pod.
Hell yeah. So you gotta get on there and comment, rate, review, follow, subscribe, and download our show. Email us at hellohorrorpodcast@gmail.com with your suggestions, fan art, and even hate mail. We love that shit. So make sure you check out those social sites, because then they'll lead you to where you can find our shows. We're pretty much everywhere, man.
At this point.
Even though we trash a lot of movies, we always love them
Oh, yeah.
dearly. And we enjoyed watching these. Not so much for Zombie Child, but hey, man, this is what we do. We love this shit. And I'm telling you, keep dreaming and do something about it.
Yeah, man, it's the horror life. If you're on here, that means because you're living that horror life, meaning that you watch every fucking shitty horror movie there is. So
Orale.
stay tuned, people.
Peace.